Please, come in. No one should be alone at a time like this.
Emir, they killed Mihal.
He is not altogether lost, remember.
I'm going to see Burke. The rest should know. Come on, Yannick.
The famous Madame Samira has honored my humble abode.
Thank you for taking us in.
You must be exhausted. Please go ahead to your rooms upstairs. I'll join you in a moment.
Are you coming?
I'll be there in a moment.
Please, make yourselves at home. The tea is brewing and it will do us all good. Madame, I presume you're a thaumaturge?
Salam alaikum.
Hopefully. For the time being, I'll assume we all have good intentions.
As for me, you have nothing to worry about, sir.
I trust her.
That's enough for me. Let's not waste time. Do not mistake this somber moment for one of peace. This isn't the calm before the storm. We're in the eye of the storm. Time is scarce, the risk is great, and the consequences will be irreversible. I trust you've got the Black Grimoire already.
What do you think threatens us?
You're a wanted fugitive, so detainment, interrogation, and probably the noose. And you, miss.
The noose. They won't waste time interrogating me.
Then I guess we all meet at the gallows after all. You do help fugitives, don't you?
Me? Even if the Russian military barges in, I'll tell them you broke in by force.
I'd add that we forced you to cooperate.
Right, right.
Why don't we move on from doubts to solutions?
The solution is to combine all of our individualities. Separately, we're all too weak. But if we form a pact, its consequences might reverberate throughout Russia, possibly even all of Europe. Who knows, maybe that way we could save not only our own necks.
What about Wanda? Aren't you afraid she'll seek revenge?
Yes, and that revenge will push her to extreme measures. But what we're trying to build might save her from downfall. It's one of the reasons that time is of the essence.
I got my father's grimoire back. It was where we both expected it to be.
Have you studied it yet?
I've browsed through it. My father somehow managed to conceal the meaning behind written words. I can feel that it's there, but it keeps slipping away.
I think the combination of our powers might solve your problem.
Can you tell me what we're talking about exactly?
Before he died, Stanisław Szulski created a hypothesis upon which he tried to use the full potential of Thaumaturge's mental bond.
You mean peeking inside each other's heads? That is not arcane knowledge.
Szulski believed that connected Thaumaturges could share their powers.
It's still just a hypothesis. How can we verify it?
Only through an experiment, I presume.
Let's not waste any more time. What else do we need to form such a pact?
First of all, a fourth member. I trust you know someone else we could use.
The only one that comes to mind is Ariel Rosso.
He crossed my mind too. Do you think he could be useful with the reputation he has? He hasn't shown up at the Ruzhitz much lately.
Do you know him well?
Not personally. People talk about him in the neighborhood. Sometimes more, sometimes less. Don't give it too much thought. Needless trouble.
Do you know where I could find him, if not at the bazaar?
I know he used to live somewhere in the heart of Mirov. Maybe there.
The bizarre Thaumaturge.
I'll bring him here. At least I'll try.
There's one more thing. That Folge who healed you.
How do you think I should resolve this situation?
It would be most imprudent to let such suspicious people inside your mind for too long. Any carelessness may cost all of us dearly. If you're still bound to him somehow, I'm afraid you'll have to end it.
Yes. Tell him it's not him, it's you, and so on. Remember, this is no longer a question of only your noggin.
Madame, the tea is ready. I have to go down now. Good luck, Victor.
Did you come to check on me?
Would that be wrong?
Your resistance girlfriend won't mind. It's a rhetorical question.
Who is Sarah Rivkin?
You saw my files at Konieczkin's. Sarah Rivkin is none of your business.
Please. Sincerity for sincerity.
I'm not interested in your secrets.
All right.
Do you have any other personal questions?
What are your impressions after meeting our host?
Do you trust no one, or are you just being polite?
I just wanted to know your opinion. If what we are planning here is going to work, you'll have to trust us at some point.
I'm not sure if he's a good Feldherr, but he seems to be an experienced Thaumaturge. And it's not easy for me, but I think I would trust him. Not that I have any choice.
What actually convinced you to run away with me?
A woman without secrets becomes vulnerable.
Let me guess.
Surprise me.
I think I was the perfect opportunity to get off Konieczkin's leash.
I wouldn't call it a leash, rather an entanglement.
Am I right?
Perhaps.
I'll come back later.
Sure.
Did you manage to solve your healer's case?
I'm working on it.
I see.
Tell me how a Jew, a Tatar, and my father met.
Who first? Choose.
Tell me about my father.
I met Stanisław during the January uprising. He was still a bachelor then. We were in the same unit under Traugott.
Were there many Thaumaturges fighting back then?
We didn't flash it around. Besides, we all bleed red. I used to be a frequent visitor to your house, but as time went by, less and less so.
Did something happen?
Just life. Stanisław focused on his family, and I focused on my practice.
What about Sofer?
The old rabbi was introduced to me by Stanisław. He was the one who sought to acquaint us with one another. Sofer was a powerful Kabbalist and very respected in his community. He was the one who brought the golem into existence. I didn't get a chance to know him better, as he died shortly after casting that curse.
Do you think that summoning the golem might have been the cause?
No, it was the profusion of cookies he loved so much that killed him.
You treated Sofer. I found a prescription he wrote.
That's true. A hopeless case of an addiction to trivialities. Had we met sooner, he might still be alive.
I have some other questions.
You do?
Tell me about yourself.
I'm afraid your request is too broad. Ask me a more direct question.
When we first met, you tested me.
I had to know what kind of clay you're made of. Forgive the pun. You impressed me back then. You proved to be the son of your mighty father. And what did you think of me back then, if I may ask?
I must say you impressed me. Especially considering the fact you look rather...
Old? Experience comes with age. Remember that. Remember also that kindness and gentleness have nothing to do with weakness. And that they cost nothing.
Do you come from here?
You're asking if I was born in Warsaw? I only came here after the uprising. My family comes from Vilnius. But my heart beats the same as yours.
Who do you consider yourself to be?
A doctor.
I meant, who do you feel like?
A Tatar, a Pole, a servant of Allah. I am all of them. I like to believe that I'm a good man, too. I avoid labeling people Victor. It leads nowhere.
Tell me more about the Tatars.
My ancestors settled around Vilnius over 600 years ago. Since they were noblemen, we kept our own religion and traditions.
Are you all Muslims?
Are you all Catholics? Everyone lives by their heart. And that's the way it should be.
I have some other questions.
Go ahead.
I have to go now.
May Allah guide you.
Intriguing.
Ваши документы.
Pardon?
What don't you understand? Documents.
Je ne parle pas ruski.
It's not enough that he's a magician. He's scum. You'll learn right quick once I give you a beating. Documents. I won't say it again.
Проеду voi sturiaco. I'll take over. Documents, or are you deaf? Show them to me and you can be on your way.
No.
Yet? I'll teach you to respect the uniform.
Massage me. A little patience and I would have dealt with it. What am I to do with them now?
You can finish them off. We'll have one less problem to worry about.
Wonderful idea. I won't take you up on it, though. I don't know what Rasputin sees in you. This is not a good time for Thaumaturges. Skowron's put out a warrant on all of you. What are you doing here?
You'd better tell me what you're doing here. I don't think your being here is a coincidence.
There are no coincidences in Rasputin's plan. I was looking for you, and I found you. He needs you. Now.
What are Rasputin's plans? What does he need me for?
It's not for me to guess his intentions. You won't find him on Povonskovska anymore. Go to Povishle and find a brothel. There, among his lesser brothers and sisters, Rasputin puts his will into action.
Wanda.
Did you come to lecture me about not doing anything stupid?
How did you know they would take us to the Citadel?
Thank you, Wanda. You saved my life. You're welcome. After the row by the church, they made no bones about where they were taking you. They wanted to make it an example to others.
They underestimated you.
By the way, that madame, who is she?
A colleague.
You look like someone who has a lot of colleagues. Well, never mind. Watch out for her. What about you? What are you doing here?
I'm really sorry about your loss.
Do you feel better now? You managed to get out, and Michał stayed there.
You'd rather have it the other way around?
Ah.
Look after yourself. I hope you thought it through.
I'll take care of everything. I promise.
Stop, I say! Why are you butting in, Feldman?
Show a little respect. He's a rabbi, after all.
Rabbi or no rabbi, if he keeps butting in, he'll get some too. Calm down.
Maybe that's our mission.
You're either with us, or you're against us.
What are you doing in this crowd, Hayat?
You shouldn't be here. I'm leaving town, and so should you, before someone sees your book.
This neighborhood has seen enough blood. I'm begging you. Hashem is watching you and can see you.
Not while that magician is still breathing.
What's going on here? Who are they talking about?
People read all the propaganda and got hot under the collar. They went after Ariel Rosso, but Feldman stopped them. And I'm afraid to leave him alone. But you need to get out of here. They mean business.
Where do you intend to go?
As far away as I can. I have a cousin in Lviv, and then we'll see.
A new start?
Yes. I want to leave this town and hatred behind. I want to forget my mistakes. You should, too.
Perhaps you're right. I'll consider it.
Don't take too long. You can see what's going on here. Warsaw isn't a good place. For anyone.
You can stop looking for a magician. Here I am.
What are you doing? They'll tear you apart.
Look, he's asking to be taken to the stake. Get him!
So much blood. So much violence.
This is what lynchings look like. If I hadn't stopped them, they would have hurt someone else.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
Look after yourself.
Thank you for your help. You be careful too, son of Stanisław.
Hayat, come see me before you leave. Mr. Shulsky, I will pray for you. What do you want here?
Is that your shop, magician?
I'd like to know what you're looking for. Did someone hire you?
Hired? We are the Holy Inquisition. It's time to dispose of you and your wealth.
Like Scowen promised a long time ago.
It's close today. You can go.
Come on, let's use this one as an example.
We'll hang his head in the display window like a trophy for everyone to see.
That wasn't too hard.
You saw how he crawled! What?
What's going on here?
A crusade in the name of God, that's what.
Is Rosso inside?
Mother of God! Sonny, there's another one!
Are you messing with my mother? I'll kill you, so help me God!
Come on, let's get this over with.
In the name of the Father and the Son, we don't fear the devil! Pummel him, boys, before he takes your souls! Take you. I hope you burn in hell, bastard! My Tajik. Spishek.
Now you see what crusades lead to, Granny. We all lose.
This isn't over. My beautiful Tajik. My son.
Did you come here to gloat, Shulsky?
Don't speak. You're losing a lot of blood.
What do you want?
Hang on. I'll get help. I know a doctor. He's a thaumaturge.
Forget it. If only I'd had the golem.
I shouldn't have ended things like that. I broke my promise to you. I'm sorry.
Lean over. Lean over me, posh boy. Let me tell you something. Fuck off.
See you on the other side of the dream. Damn it. I'm fine. Really.
God knows how I feared for you.
Lad, your sister is so determined that she wants to bring order to the streets herself. A fever is spreading across the town. Where have you been? I've just got away from the Citadel.
What?
Why did you end up there in the first place? I have a feeling the Ochrana chief, Ivan Konieczkin, just waited for an opportunity. The chief? Victor, these are serious accusations. I know he also has some plans regarding Nigia. He thinks he'd be a good catch.
That's ridiculous. I've never...
I wonder what might have given him that idea. Maybe the fact that you asked him for favors.
So it's my fault Konieczkin has some ideas now?
Kids, this is no time for quarreling. So, you're saying that you escaped an impenetrable fortress? How? I got help from a fellow Thaumaturge. Madame Samira herself.
I see a pattern here that I find disconcerting, especially considering what happens on the streets.
Kids, this is bad. On my way, I met some people who really despise Thaumaturge. They say it was Kaon who allowed it. He never concealed his dislike for your kind, which your escape puts in a new perspective. If I contributed to that, I will fix it. I promise. I don't know how, but there are some options on the table. Be careful. Whatever is happening, it's only on the rise. I got what is rightfully mine. The Black Grimoire is finally mine. Attaboy. Stasio will be proud. I'm in it.
Does it have anything to do with your visit to the Citadel?
And all the while, the Black Grimoire was lying on Ivan Konieczkin's desk.
What a snake! I feel like killing him now, you know?
Darling, don't waste words. Especially those kinds of words. Like I've said before, he's a real altruist. Remember? So, you're saying that you escaped an impenetrable fortress? How? I couldn't do it if it wasn't for help from a local underground unit.
Socialists got you out of the Citadel? What were they doing there? Actually, don't tell me.
Beware of them, lad. Take it from your uncle. Kids, this is bad. Excuse me, I need to go now.
Please be careful.
I'll be fine. I will come back, I promise. In the meantime, you and Grażynka stay safe. All right? I should be going to... Victor, my lad. Listen to your old uncle. My uniform tells me to arrest you, but my blood holds me back. Others won't hesitate, though. Good luck, son. With everything. I don't look that bad, do I? Good day, Mrs. Yagoda.
Have you worked up an appetite for a cookie?
I was just passing by and thought I'd pop in.
You could also buy something sometime instead of just looking.
I need a carriage. Is this one free?
Sir, they want a bribe from me. Help.
Look, Private. This one's even got a book. The brass will be happy. Tell these two about their rights.
You have none. By virtue of the decree on the martial law, you have been classified as suspicious characters. We will escort you to the Citadel.
Unless some sort of a gift convinces us you are innocent.
I'm sorry, gentlemen. I need this carriage, and I've been to the Citadel before, and I don't intend to go there again.
Captain, this is the magician they're after.
Fuck, get him!
idea what you did to them, but today I will drive you for free. We just have to be careful. Some of the districts are cut off by the authorities. Still, today's rides are on me.
Did you manage to solve your healer's case?
I'm working on it.
I see.
I went to see Rosso. He won't be able to join us.
Why is that?
He died before my very eyes, perished in a pogrom.
Which is why we need to make a pact all the sooner.
I have to go now.
May Allah guide you.
What's new, Mr. Shulsky?
Have you heard of Ariel Rosso?
A little from the Thaumaturge. A bootlegger, a smuggler, a scoundrel. So, did he agree to join our gang?
He's dead.
What? Are you sure?
I saw him die. I'm afraid it was my fault. I didn't keep my promise. I could have let him take the golem. His neighbors wouldn't have stood a chance.
It wasn't you who impaled him on a pitchfork. It was Skawan and people like him who turned us into Devil's Brood.
Maybe.
Does Rofe's death thwart our plans?
Emir doesn't think so.
Fine. So finish your business and let's start already.
I'll come back later.
Sure.
The things people come up with.
You made it, my friend. Wonderful.
About what happened in the church. Did you get what you'd hoped for?
Yes, although bloodshed was not part of my plan. But apparently, such was God's will. But I'm sure we saved an innocent soul because God is with me. I have the power to heal. Time will tell, of course.
How did you get out of there?
What about you?
The military gave me a ride. Why didn't you help me when they locked me up in the Citadel?
God is my witness. Did I not send Lazarev to find you? Did they ask you anything during your captivity?
I didn't say anything against you, if that's what worries you.
It's good to know I can still count on your loyalty. It's good that you're here. That God guided you to me again.
What's the occasion? Do you want to thank me for something again?
Not today. Today, all of you gathered at this table are equally important. I want to celebrate you with this humble supper. I hope you'll join us.
Did you invite the press?
My sermon must have made quite an impression on her. Good.
Tell me more about this occasion.
What do you want to know?
The corner near the brothel. It was cozier at the Nadarzyńskis.
But today, we wouldn't all fit. Look around and see how many believers we've gained.
Are you saying that they were attracted by the miracle at the church?
Of course, and a brothel is as good a place as any other. Better even. Here, lust trumps propriety and nakedness is a symbol of truth. We're celebrating truth here today. Truth in community.
You went to a lot of trouble to prepare this supper. To what purpose?
I wanted to meet, to talk, to show my gratitude to those of you who have persevered on the path of truth and stand with me despite adversity. Bless you.
Who can I expect to see at this supper?
It's difficult to mention everyone. My flock keeps growing, but people are different. Strong, wise, weak, dumb. Some stumble and never get back up. They will be missed today. I pray for their souls. What's important is that you came back.
A discerning Thaumaturge would notice that your supper resembles the Last Supper, the one from the Bible.
A supper like any other. There is a host, his guests, food, and drink. I believe this meal will not be my last.
That will do.
So, will you join us now?
Grigori, we have to talk.
That sounded serious. And one should sit down before discussing serious matters. Perhaps during supper. Will you join me?
All right, I'll stay. And what do you plan to do after supper?
God created a world and placed a beautiful garden within it in the east. Then, he placed a man there. The plan is for us to meet in paradise as well, because there we will get that which we deserve, my friend. No more no less. Do you recall our conversation over your father's grave, when I asked who you feel you are? You did not know the answer then, but now you must make a decision. Soon, I'll be able to give you anything you want. That is enough for me.
I believe in what you promised me.
Amen. We'll talk more about the future soon, my friend. But my bladder's calling. And Victor, I am telling you now before it happens, so that when it does take place, you may believe that I am he.
Water! People, give me water!
Is he dead? Oh, God. He's dead!
I'll get you. It's okay.